Japanese minimalism, more than just an aesthetic, represents a profound shift in perspective that allows individuals to redefine wealth beyond mere material possessions. Unlocking a life rich in time, freedom, peace of mind, health, energy, and deeper relationships. This transformation is not achieved through grand, sweeping gestures, but rather through the consistent practice of several small, intentional habits that cumulatively create significant positive change, aligning one's resources with what truly matters. The concept of minimalism, deeply rooted in Japanese Zen philosophy, as exemplified by figures like Steve Jobs, who was a believer in Japanese Zen and applied its principles to his designs, teaches that true happiness comes not from accumulating more, but from appreciating what one already has and shedding the unnecessary. This section will explore 7 such microhabits that guide individuals toward a life of profound abundance. The first microhabit is a fundamental mindset shift, which involves actively discerning what is truly essential from what is merely desired due to external pressures or transient impulses. Our society often propagates a false narrative that equates more possessions with greater happiness, leading to a constant desire for new gadgets or trendy outfits, a beast that constantly needs to be fed. Minimalists challenge this by recognizing that these feelings of pleasure are often short-lived, and that happiness derived from material purchases is not as lasting as that from experiences. Instead of yielding to societal expectations or the fear of lacking, individuals learn to align their choices with their core values and principles, intentionally bringing about improvements in their lives. This intentionality means becoming aware of what genuinely brings joy and prioritizing those aspects, whether it's quality time with loved ones, pursuing passions, or simply living in a calm, organized environment. By cultivating this mindset, the desire to accumulate unwanted items diminishes, preventing future clutter and freeing up mental space previously occupied by the burden of managing excess. The second microhabit is consistent, bite-sized decluttering, breaking down the overwhelming task of decluttering an entire home into manageable 10-minute increments. This approach, championed by 10-minute declutter, emphasizes daily commitment over lengthy, sporadic efforts, ensuring that the process becomes an automatic habit rather than a daunting chore. Barry Davenport, a co-author, describes tackling a 3,800 square foot home by dedicating 10 minutes post-lunch daily, finding the process liberating. Similarly, Steve, her co-author, found that 10-minute daily sessions had a snowball effect, turning decluttering into an instinctive action. This method involves setting a timer and quickly making decisions to keep, toss, give away, or donate items, even if it means only clearing half a shelf or one drawer at a time. The goal is to build consistency and momentum, gradually chipping away at clutter without feeling overwhelmed. Starting with areas that accumulate junk, like the junk drawer, or under the sink, or even just clearing off surfaces, helps to build this skill of discarding. The act of immediately putting cleaning supplies away and staging items in designated boxes for donation. Selling or giving away further streamlines the process, ensuring that the decluttering efforts do not create more mess. The third microhabit revolves around mindful consumption, which means critically evaluating every potential purchase before bringing it into the home. This habit directly addresses the sunk cost fallacy, where people hold on to items because they've spent money on them, even if they no longer use them. Instead, the focus shifts to the item's current worth and usefulness. Minimalists learn to differentiate between what they want and what they need, recognizing that many desires are fueled by advertising and societal pressures. Fumio Sasaki suggests viewing stores as personal warehouses, where items are accessed only when truly needed, rather than bought and stored unnecessarily. This thought process helps to avoid accumulating items just because they're cheap or free, as even free items demand mental space and effort for management and care. By being deliberate about purchases and focusing on what genuinely makes one happy in the long term, individuals save money and prevent new clutter from entering their living spaces, breaking the cycle of constant acquisition that depletes financial resources and mental energy. The fourth microhabit is *** digital decluttering, or information minimalism, ***, acknowledging that virtual clutter can be as overwhelming as physical clutter. In an age of information overload, with immense amounts of video content, tweets, and apps constantly uploaded and downloaded, our 50,000-year-old hardware can become overloaded and freeze up. Minimalists manage this by setting limits on digital time wasters like social media and excessive online browsing, which can eat into productivity and personal time. This involves consciously reducing opportunities to access unnecessary information, such as smartphone-free bars or company policies that ban late-night emails. Organizing digital files systematically. Using cloud storage like Dropbox or Google Drive for central access and backup, and employing tools like Evernote for capturing ideas, also prevents digital chaos from mirroring physical disorganization. By mastering information flow, minimalists free up mental bandwidth, allowing for improved concentration and a greater capacity to respond to truly important tasks. The fifth microhabit emphasizes prioritizing experiences and relationships over material possessions. Research suggests that experiential purchases bring greater happiness and life satisfaction than material ones, because experiences are less susceptible to comparison, and their joy can be relived through memory. When living minimally, the lack of material distractions allows for deeper focus on the people in one's life. A minimalist home, with its uncluttered spaces, encourages conversation and togetherness, fostering stronger family bonds. This shift means spending less money on things that are just for show and redirecting those resources towards travel, nature, helping crowdfunding projects, or simply connecting with people who matter. This conscious choice to invest in human connections and enriching experiences contributes to a life that feels genuinely richer and more fulfilling than one defined by material accumulation. The sixth microhabit is cultivating gratitude, recognizing that a lack of thankfulness often drives the desire to constantly acquire more. When individuals fail to appreciate what they already have, they seek contentment in new material things, falling into a cycle of insatiable desire. Minimalism encourages a daily practice of acknowledging blessings, fostering a sense of contentment that reduces the urge for impulse buying or accumulating unnecessary items. Barry Davenport and S.J. Scott's book highlights that feeling satisfied with enough food, clothing, and shelter is vital for happiness. Echoing the Dalai Lama's wisdom, this practice helps to keep temptations in check, leading to a profound sense of inner peace and satisfaction that surpasses any temporary pleasure from a new purchase. By focusing on and expressing appreciation for the value, comfort, and happiness that existing possessions and experiences bring, minimalists foster a mindset of abundance, realizing they have everything they need to live a joyful life. Finally, the seventh microhabit involves embracing inconvenience and simplicity, deliberately choosing less dependent ways of living that might initially seem inconvenient, but ultimately lead to greater freedom and happiness. This could mean forgoing a car in favor of public transport or a bicycle, accepting slightly longer commute times for the benefit of lower expenses and a healthier lifestyle. It could also involve opting for multifunctional items, or simplifying daily routines like using a single hand towel for various purposes that dries quickly, thereby reducing laundry load. The author suggests that a little inconvenience can make us happier because it challenges our reliance on constant comfort and encourages resourcefulness. By reducing reliance on numerous possessions, individuals gain the freedom to move easily, live in smaller, more affordable spaces, and choose new lifestyles without being tied down by large mortgages or the need to maintain a high standard of living for appearance's sake. This microhabit cultivates resilience and adaptability, fostering a sense of self-sufficiency that transcends material wealth and opens up a whole new world of opportunity. In essence, Japanese minimalism, through these seemingly small habits, shift in mindset, consistent decluttering, mindful consumption, digital detoxification, prioritizing experiences, nurturing gratitude, embracing simplicity, creates a synergistic effect. It frees up not only physical space and financial resources, but also invaluable time and mental energy, allowing individuals to actively pursue their deepest passions, build stronger relationships, and live a life of intentional purpose and profound contentment, truly making them rich in every meaningful sense of the word.